Namaste. Welcome to Group 1 Service Guidance classes telecasted by TSAT. TSAT prestigiously conducting various competitive examinations coaching. As a part of it, for Group 1 services also, they are conducting guidance classes which are essential and very useful to all the aspirants. In this scenario, we are going to discuss about the current affairs. So, current affairs is one of the context among all the 13 concepts for the preliminary examination. As per the previous examination and examination pattern, nearly 20 to 30 questions will come from this current affairs. Generally, this current affairs which covers national issues, international issues, sports and games, science and technology and trends, summits, awards, prizes, all these things. So, the aspirant has to prepare all these in chronological order, the dates, the events. You have to write in a synopsis, you have to memorize all these things in order. Then only you can score 100% from this context current affairs. So, in this current affairs, we are going to discuss about the things happens recently from last 6 months. So, this comes under the science and technology. Recently, one phenomena happens. The astronomers have detected a signal from the galaxy which is around 3 billion light years away. This signal is called the fast radio burst. So, this is a very important question in the examination may be expected. So, maybe comes in the examination, that is recently the astronomers found a signal from the galaxy. What is the name of that signal? Generally they may ask it as FRB, that is fast radio burst. Here one more thing here, if you want to measure the length of the distance between two celestial bodies, what is its measure? They may ask it sometimes, that is light year. Light year is the unit for to measure the distances between the celestial bodies in the universe. Okay. And the mysterious fast radio bursts have been detected for the second time ever. This is the second time that the astronomers found that this mysterious signal. Okay, the burst is said to be co-located with the compact and persistent radio source. So, the astronomers is doing research where it was generated, what is the impact of this signal and what are the things you are going to be change in the system. So, anyway, so here in this context, two questions may come, that is recently the astronomers have detected a signal, what is its name? So, that is FRB, simply fast radio burst. Okay. If you want to measure the length of the distance between the two celestial bodies in the universe, what is its unit? Means light year. So, they find the mysterious fast radio burst, what is the distance from our earth? If you want to say, then it is 3 billion light years. These are the things generally they may ask in the examination. Now, it comes from the Indian economy, that is the Punjab government started e-stamp facility. The government of Punjab has abolished the physical stamp papers with the aim of bringing more efficiency and checking the pilferage. Pilferage means here to avoid the misusing of the stamp papers, that is called pilferage of the state revenue. After this decision, the stamp papers of any denomination can currently be obtained through e-stamp. E-stamp is computerized printout from any authorized banks or stamp vendors. Earlier, the e-stamping facility is already there in the state, but it is applicable only for the valuation above 20,000. But after this announcement, this e-stamp facility introduced by the Punjab government, so the denominations of 1 rupee, 2 rupees, 5 rupees also available. According to these new rules, the facility has been extended to all denominations starting from 1 rupee. So, each and every stamp paper is an e-stamp paper. It can be obtained by the vendors simply and authorized banks. Okay. So, that is a important information from the Punjab government, which is recently introduced that e-stamp facility. So, question may be asked in the examination, which state introduced the e-stamp facility? So, generally you can say the Punjab government is introduced e-stamp facility here. So, already e-stamp facility is there in most of the states, but in Punjab especially. So, the e-stamp facility is up to 20,000, more than 20,000, 20,000 or more than 20,000. So, available, but it is for all denomination which is started from 1 rupee, it is available present days. Clear? That is the development from the Punjab state. Okay. So, next one is the cooperatives in government e-marketplace platform. This is a very important new trend taken by the union government. So, that is the union cabinet has expanded the scope of the government e-marketplace. So, we are called GEM, government e-market, this is called GEM, to allow cooperative societies to register as buyers on this portal, This is a very important. Previously, the cooperative societies are not considered as the buyers, they cannot register as the buyers in the e-portal. So, mostly everyone knows recently the government is introduced Atal Tinkering Labs. So, Atal Tinkering, so if that school headmaster want to purchase this Atal Tinkering Lab equipment, they have to procure those equipment by the GEM only. So, they cannot purchase this or procure the equipment from the general market, they have to purchase the things from the GEM only, government e-market only. The GEM portal was launched by the government in August 2016. This is also very important thing here. When was the government e-market GEM was launched? In which year? That is 2016. This is very important. An end-to-end e-marketplace with the aim of facilitating the efficient and transparent e-procurement of commonly used services and goods that are required by the states, the center and the PSUs, means public sector units. The GEM is a government to business platform. This is a very important. So, now all the things going to be procured from the GEM only. It is going to be it's a new trend is proposed by the Union Cabinet. So, the Union Cabinet has expanded the scope of the government e-marketplace to allow the cooperative societies as buyers. This is the first thing. And what is GEM? Government e-market. When the GEM is launched in 2016, this is a very important thing from this context. And the one more important trend happens in Andhra Pradesh state. The Andhra Pradesh government recently launched an app called as ACB 14400, ACB 14400, this is the app. So, here the app was launched by the Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh YS Jagan Mohan Reddy. This app was launched to curb the corruption at government offices across the state. So, to eradicate the corruption in the government offices, so the Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh YS Jagan Mohan Reddy is introduced an app that is called ACB 14400. And how it is acted? The ACB 14400 app can be downloaded from the Google Play Store, and so if you record one video or audio file or photograph, whatever it may be, whether it is a PDF file, anything that can be sent to this through app. So, then we will get a OTP. The OTP will be to that mobile number through which the registration being done. So, if you send that anything happens, corruption happens in one office, one officer asked bribe to that. So, that audio file or video file or photograph that will be sent to this through app. So, after sending that, after receiving this file, they will send an OTP to you for confirmation about the registration of your issue. So, and once it is registered, the app will be ready to use. So, this app is to two key features, that is, one is live record audio, video and to lodge a complaint instantly. So, you can make a live record also, either audio format or video format also. Another method is to send the videos or photos or documents as well as the other proofs and lodge a complaint. These are the two key features about this ACB 14400 app. So, you can report from any office, even you can report an RDO of the RDO range officer also. So, those things will be sent directly to the CM office and those people will guide the concerned department to take the action immediately. So, this is a new trend happens in Andhra Pradesh. So, the question maybe comes in the examination. So, Andhra Pradesh recently launched one app against the corruption. What is its name? That is ACB 14400 app. So, you have to say about this app, that is a very important. Okay. Next, according to the economical survey and data available from the reliable sources, the GST collections in May 2022. In the month of May 2022, the goods and services, that is a tax, goods services tax, that is called GST. Sometimes maybe if the paper is very simple, what is GST? They may ask it as what is GST? GST means goods and services tax. The revenue stood around 1.41 lakh crores, 1,41,000 lakh crores. This is the GST earned by our central government in the month of May 2022. This is a 44% increase in the comparison to May 2021. So, there is an increase when you compare of May 2021 and 2022. So, there is a 44% of increase in the collection of GST. Okay. So, there are so many reasons. At that time 2021 mostly it is a peak period of that is a COVID-19 effect. So, there is a less possibility to get the GST amount, but in 2022 may some extent we are free from the this COVID-19. So, that is one of the major reason. The GST collection in May was lower than what was recorded in April 2022. Actually, how much amount we received as a collection of GST in May 2022 is a little bit of less amount than April 2022. In April 2022, it is 1.68 lakhs crores, but in May 2022, it is 1.41 lakh crores. These statistics are very important. In examination, they may ask what is the GST collection in April 2022, you have to say 1.68 lakh crores. If it is in May 2022, what is it? Means 1.41 lakh crores in May 2022. How much percentage increased when you compare the GST collections from May 2021 and April 2022? You have to say there is 44% increase in the collection. You have to say that is very important. So, here I am giving just subdivision what is the different types of parts of GST here. The central government GST CGST is 20,036 crores and state GST, that is 32,001 crores, and IGST, that is 73,345 crores, which includes the 37,469 crores collected of importing of goods, and cess, that is 10,502 crores, which includes 931 crores collected in import of goods. This is a very important. You have to practice all these statistics, because it is a current trend and the current statistics about the GST collections. We have to remember all these things. At least we have to remember, means here 25, 32, 73, not exact figures. If you remember as 25, 32, 73,000 like, then it is easy. And the comparison also, there is an increasing of 44% increase in the GST when you compare with the last year and this year, and this year is increased 44%, and when you compare with the April and May, so there is a little bit of less, that is in May it is 1.41 crores, but in April it is 1.68 crores, like you have to just observe all these things. That is very important. Okay. Now shifting to the next one, it comes under the games and sports. Though recently our India wins the bronze medal in Asia Cup hockey tournament. It is so in the Asia Cup hockey, there generally 8 teams will participate in that. In the 8-team Asia Cup hockey tournament, the India beat Japan for the second time to win the bronze medal. This match was held at the GBK Sports Complex in Jakarta. The Rajkumar Pal scored in the 7th minute, which saw India clinch the medal with 1-0 score lead. So, there are so many questions may come from this context. So, in Asia Cup hockey tournament 2022, India wins which medal? The bronze medal, that is the first thing. So, who scored that is the leading goal in the final match? Of course, so in the match, in which match we won the bronze medal, that is Rajkumar Pal. So, that is one more thing here, in where the match was held at. So, that is GBK Sports Complex in Jakarta. So, this is a very important. So, here these things questions may come in the examination. And how many teams are participated in the Asia Cup hockey tournament 2022? 8 teams are participated, clear. And some other information also, means in the final tournament, South Korea beats Malaysia by 2-1 to win the gold medal. So, who won the gold medal in the Asia Cup hockey tournament? South Korea. South Korea beats which country? Malaysia by how much scores? 2-1 score, goals lead, correct? Okay. And the South Korea has how many times won this Asia Cup hockey tournament? 5 times. 5 times here. That is one more important thing here. And India and Pakistan won this Asia Cup hockey tournament 3 times each. So, that is also very important. Okay. India won this tournament in the years 2003, 2017 and 2007. So, 2003, 2007 and 2017. India won this Asia Cup hockey tournament in 3 years, that is 2003, 2007, 2017. India and Pakistan won these matches, of course 3 times each. This is also very important. So, among these 8 countries, which country won more number of times? Means here South Korea won this Asia Cup hockey tournament 5 times. Okay. In 2022, where it was held in Indonesia. So, what is the which complex, which sports stadium they conducted? It is GBK Sports Complex in Jakarta. Like the questions may come in the examination. Mostly who scored the leading goal, that is Rajkumar Pal. That's, and India beats Japan by the score 1-0. Clear? So, the question may comes in the examination, you have to practice. So, when you are going to prepare this current affairs, you have to write all the synopsis. So, not simply India won the Asia Cup tournament with the bronze medal, if you by heart that things, that is not good. So, you have to cover all the areas, even how many teams are participated in this tournament also sometimes are very important, clear. Okay. The next one is recently the education minister for the central government announced PMC schools. The central government is planning to set up state of the art PMC schools with the aim of preparing students for the future, and these schools will act as a laboratory for the new education policy. So, recently the new education policy 2020 was introduced in all the states. So, there is an art integrated is inclusive education also there. So, like lot of changes is going already introduced in the present system. So, so these PM3 schools is they are introducing these schools as a laboratory for the implementation and execution of the new education policy, clear. And the announcement of PM3 schools was made by the education minister Dharmendra Pradhan. So, this is also sometimes a important question, who are the education minister, central education minister of, means simply them you can say Dharmendra Pradhan. So, he is addressing recently a national education ministers conference, 2 days national education minister conference held at Gandhinagar in the state of Gujarat. Okay. Recently this national conference is held. So, here this event attended by the education minister of 32 union territories and states, while Tamil Nadu boycotted this meeting. So, who boycotted this 2 days national conference which is conducted at Gujarat in Gandhinagar, means you have to say Tamil Nadu. That is also very important question, may be correct. And what is the impact of this in this education ministers conference? The education minister Dharmendra Pradhan is announced that the government is, central government is going to be launch the PM3 schools, and PM3 schools will be act as a laboratory for the new education policy implementation and execution. So, these are the questions, but means previously in 2008 and especially in 2008 and 2010, in the area of 2008 and 2010 in between. So, the government is started, central government is started Rashtriya Madhyamika Shiksha Abhiyan RMSA. The previously, that is RMSA is meant for 9 to 12 secondary education, and SSA Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan for the elementary education. Now, this SSA and RMSA integrated as SSA again, that is Samagra Shiksha Abhiyan. As a part of RMSA, they started model schools. So, this is also very important, this area is also very important, they may ask these questions. So, what is RMSA, what is SSA? Now, SSA meant for the giving funding for the primary education, elementary education, that is Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan. RMSA is Rashtriya Madhyamika Shiksha Abhiyan. These two are integrated and as called as SSA, means Samagra Shiksha Abhiyan. So, RMSA introduced a new schools, that is called model schools. First 2 years the central government funding nearly 80% to these schools. After that it is given to the completely to the state government. Now, the state government is running these schools, model schools, and each district of nearly 350 schools are there in Telangana state, for example, clear. So, now the new schools are going to be introduced, that schools are PM3 schools. Okay. And the next one, so as you know that we are conducting a World Bicycle Day on 3rd June. So, every year we are celebrating the June 3rd as a World Bicycle Day. So, 3rd June 2022 we are Anurag Thakur, the Union Minister for Youth Affairs and Sports. This is also very important question. See, so who is the Education Minister? Dharmendra Pradhan. So, like who is the Youth Affairs and Sports Minister, Union Minister for Youth Affairs and Sports means Anurag Thakur. Actually, he acted as a previously as a finance minister, is a state. So, previous things also they may be asked. And very important thing is Anurag Thakur, Union Minister of Youth Affairs and Sports, has launched a nationwide Fit India Freedom Rider Cycle Rally. This that nationwide is a program. The program name is Fit India Freedom Rider Cycle Rally on 3rd June 2022 from the Major Dhyan Chand Stadium, Delhi. This rally was launched on the occasion of World Bicycle Day on 2022. When was the Fit India Freedom Rider Cycle Rally was launched? That is very important. 3rd June 2022. Where it was launched means Major Dhyan Chand Stadium, Delhi. Who launched this rally means you have to say the Union Minister of Youth Affairs and Sports, that is Anurag Thakur. Like the questions may comes here. And what is the World Bicycle Day? Also you have to say the June 3rd is a World Bicycle Day. This is very important. The Bicycle Day is being observed since 2018 after resolution was passed by the United Nations during the UNGS means United Nations General Assembly 72nd regular sessions. So, this is also very, see how many questions may come. So many questions they may ask in the examination here. When was the United Nations declared June 3rd as a International Bicycle Day or World Bicycle Day? So, and it is declared in the year 2018. So, where was announced means here in the UNGS, United Nations General Assembly 72nd regular sessions, they announced 2018, from 2018 onwards June 3rd will be as a bicycle day. So, like the questions may ask in the examination. Okay. And the very important point of science and technology, the International Liquid Mirror Telescope. The International Liquid Mirror Telescope, simply we call it as ILMT. India's first liquid mirror telescope was coming to the light in earlier 2022, means here in the month of February. This was launched. This telescope will observe asteroids, space debris, supernova and all other celestial bodies from an altitude of 2450 meters in Uttarakhand. So, where was the ILMT as launched means here Uttarakhand. This is a very important. What is the height of this from the sea level means it is 2450 meters. What is the this is the first telescope, that is liquid mirror telescope. It is liquid mirror telescope. So, what is the use of this one means here to observe the supernovas and other celestial bodies here. It is the world's first liquid mirror telescope that was commissioned for astronomy. Actually, we have other liquid telescopes previously, but they are built to track the satellites and we are using for the military purposes. But this is the first international, liquid mirror telescope which is commissioned as for the astronomy to observe the phenomena happens in the astronomy. So, that is a thing here. And the International Liquid Mirror Telescope ILMT was set up at the Devarshal Observatory campus. This where was it was launched or set means Devastal Observatory campus, and it is actually it is in the Aryabhatta Research Institute of Observational Science, ARIES. So, this is also sometimes the question I asked, what is ARIES? ARIES means Aryabhatta Research Institute of Observational Science. So, that is also very important thing. Where is ARIES means it is at Nainital in Uttarakhand. So, that is a very important. So, maybe International Liquid Mirror Telescope was at Nainital. So, Nainital is everyone knows it, it is in Uttarakhand, and what is the organization they have? It is Aryabhatta Research Institute of Observational Science have this international liquid mirror telescope, and this is used to observe the phenomena happens in the universe, galaxy. Clear? ILMT will be the third telescope facility at Devarshil that has become world's pristine sites for the obtaining astronomical observations. So, these things are very important. Clear? And then one more important thing here, Instagram, recently Instagram this is launch one app, this is called Instagram Amber. The Instagram Amber alerts to find the missing children. Recently Meta is a part of Facebook, everyone knows it. Recently Meta announced to roll out Amber alerts in Instagram across 25 countries. This is Amber alerts. Amber alerts was introduced by the Instagram, and what is the purpose of Amber alerts? To find out the missing children. Clear? Amber alerts for the Instagram was developed in association with the various organizations like National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, that is called simply NCMEC. Okay. This like United States and International Center for Missing Exploited Children, that is also very important. What is NC? Simply they may ask it as IN or NCMEC also, sometimes they may ask it National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, that is a full form of NCMEC. And Amber alerts will help us to get a notification about the missing children in that area, particular area. This feature was already present in Meta Facebook app since 2015, that was helped in finding hundreds of children. So, very important question in this area is here, Instagram is introduced an app to find out the missing children, that name is Amber alerts. Clear? So, like so other concepts also they may ask. So, what happens, what is trendy in the present system, different summits, sports and games, all this comes in the current affairs. So, we will discuss some other which are very important in point of current affairs context in the next sessions. Namaste.